Do men need work-life balance programs? I've run several work-life family programs, and I have this particular chapter about keeping the men in the picture when it comes to work-life balance programs. And I actually was recently just trying to edit this portion in a webinar that I did about work-family balance, and I just had some problems with the lighting. So actually what I decided right now is to transmit to you again the content of that portion when I talked about the challenges of men when it comes to work-life balance. So I will be right back. Hi, I'm Avik, and in this channel, I gave you my tips and tricks to improve in work-life balance, to maximize technology, and to grow in faith. And today, I'm going to share with you my insights about men and work-life balance. There are actually some value shifts that are happening with regards to men, and this has been highlighted in a particular article about the daddy trap. I'll show you here. It appeared in the New York Magazine. And there are many anecdotes about that really reflected the value shifts as regards men really wanting to spend time with their children. And there was one executive who said that he hardly saw his dad, and therefore he would not want that to happen. He would want to see his children grow up. And actually 15 years ago, I really remember that example from the son of my friend, who said that he would be resigning his job, which is a top position, number 2 in a call center. And he had that time 2 children, and the wife was pregnant, and he said, I really would like to spend more time with my kids. And talking to a headhunter also a few months after that conversation, I asked him whether he could also be observing that kind of value shifts in men who are dads. And he said, yes, I actually offered a position of a president of a company to man, and he was so surprised when he was told, I'll think of that, especially if they would consider me arriving in the office at 10 a.m. because I still would like to see my children wake up and I'll bring them to school. And he was so surprised because he has a full-time wife who's really in charge of the kids, and here's a kind of a different man. Perhaps you have also been noticing that in the commercials, the dads are featured really as more of a stay home. A more recent example that I would like to show you, a very short video of that, was when I was watching VidCon, which is in YouTube. It appeared as Vid Confession, and it's like an interview of several YouTube creators. And one question there was, what would you be doing? What do you think you would be doing 10 years from now? Of course, there are several answers, and it really called my attention. This personality, his name is Zach Key, and he has around 44 million followers in TikTok, probably the 3rd highest paid. And he said, I will still be a dad. I'll show you right now.
Well, I know in 10 years I'm still going to be a dad. That's really the only constant I have in my life. I know I'll be married and be a dad.
Aww.
So I hope you enjoy that. But of course, there's always going to be a social stigma of men trying to spend time with their children. I actually interviewed some of my friends, and I asked them whether really it's true that the working mothers at a certain time during the day, their productivity is going down, especially at around 4 o'clock when they think their children are at home, so they'll text or they'll call their children. So I asked them, do you notice men doing that? And one of the most memorable answers was this friend of mine saying, I actually noticed that my boss, my male boss, would call his children sometime before 5 o'clock. And the thing that comes to mind always is, where's the wife? So you see, being concerned with the children, trying to find out what they're doing, what they're eating, is really more in line with a woman's job. So somehow it's something that is not yet, that the men are spending more time. Well, there are more and more of this, more anecdotes, but still it's not as widespread as it is to be very accepted, not to have this hanging question in your mind, where's the mother or where is the wife? Another thing that can go against men spending more time with their kids or talking about their kids as much as women is that they could also be seen as being weak. So a strategy that I found back in like I think 2006 when I started doing research on work-family balance is this phenomenon that is called stealth parenting. So it's like being a father but not going public. If you're going to attend a parents-teachers meeting, then you can schedule also your out of the office business meeting. And recently, just a few days ago, I Googled that, and now it's like a word that is already defined. So one major event that can happen to a man is to be a father. And that's why when it comes to work-life balance, advocates would actually highlight how high-profile dads would really spend their paternity leave before or after the delivery. No? I would emphasize that because I had a friend I visited in the hospital and I said, "So where's your husband?" And that was February, and she said that the husband would use his paternity leave come August. So of course, it became a vacation leave. So as I was saying, the work-life balance advocates who would really want the dads to spend more time with their kids, they would really feature the high-profile dads. So throughout the years, I have actually collected these figures, so I'll show them here. So now I think you'll be more aware of this. While you read the newspapers, you will really see these men, and somehow you will not be surprised because when women take maternity leave, it's not big news. So you can see that there's really like an intentional way why these high-profile dads are really big news when they take paternity leave. So I hope you learned from this. If you're interested in this topic, don't forget to watch my other 2 videos here. And don't forget to subscribe when you like more of these videos. I'll see you in the next one.